Hi everyone, this is Saurabh from groupdiscussion.co. Many of our students approach us for the NMDC GD round, which is scheduled 2 to 3 days later. So we internally had this talk of what are the expected topics that can come in this NMDC GD round, and we have come up with the recent GD topics that have very high likelihood of being in the NMDC GD round. The first one is the impact of globalization on Indian economy. Try to understand why we have picked this topic. See, when I or other moderators are scrolling through our news feed, we see the situation of Sri Lanka. We see the situation of similar countries which are facing issues of economic crisis. And one of the important reason for this economic crisis is their trade deficiency, which has occurred. One of the reason for that is globalization, and that's why we have put this topic, because as a moderator other moderators are also going through their news feed and they might also see the situation of these country, and that's why it becomes an important topic. The second topic is Make in India scheme. This is very popular at almost all the PSUs because there would be a lot of time you would see topics like Atmanirbhar Bharat or Make in India scheme, Make for India scheme, these kind of topics. The third topic that we could come up with is the impact of 5G technology. Now, I want you to prepare thorough with this. You have to talk in terms of healthcare, you have to talk in terms of bandwidth utilization, the communication efficiency. You have to put some facts and figure. If you are just talking about the healthcare problems that might arise because of 5G technology, then that's not enough. You have to put some exact facts and figure. You can quote example of other countries who are adopting 5G technology so as to make your point little bit bold, little bit stronger. Now the fourth topic which we could come up with is free speech. Try to understand our perspective why we have put this topic, free speech. Recently you might have seen in news that Elon Musk has bought Twitter, and all of that was done in the name of free speech, and that's why free speech has become an important topic for the recent GT topics. The fifth topic that we could come up with is digitalization. There can be a hell lot of variation for this topic. It could be in the form of impact of digitalization on banking sector, impact of digitalization on healthcare or education. It could be anything, impact of digitalization on any XYZ. You have to understand it in a very generic way. At the same time, you have to come up with some facts and figures related to finances, related to exact numbers in terms of money. That would make your point much more powerful. The final point or the final topic that we suggest you, that is very important, is impact of Russia-Ukraine war. Now, this topic again can be made very generic. It could be modified as impact of Russia-Ukraine crisis on the defense sector of India, or it could be made for the petroleum imports, similarly for the coal imports or natural resources imports. So this topic again can be made very generic. So you have to have an idea, and it is extremely important to have an idea of Russia-Ukraine crisis. Now, these are the 6 important topics that we have suggested to you. Apart from that, we would suggest you to take a mock group discussion before going to your real GD, because we provide you with industry professionals who are actually working in the industry. The second thing is that we follow this idea of appreciating in public and criticizing in private. So after the GD is over, you will get one-to-one feedback of all of your shortcomings and gaps that will help you perform better in the real GD of NMDC. Thank you and all the very best.